Everybody, and thank you so much for joining in. I know some people will watch this video later. Welcome to my first ever live video here on YouTube. I've been doing this for a long time right now, but I've been doing it on Facebook. Let me see if I'll be able to share it on Facebook because I'm sure some people really want to watch this. Okay. Uh, Pardon me a minute. Now, please, if you are just joining through Facebook and it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. We have a viewer. Um, and also, please don't forget to invite. All right, today's topic it's going to be so interesting. I decided to do this topic because I've been having a lot of people asking me a lot of questions about it. Why do I have pain during my menstruation? Pardon me a minute, just do this. Okay. Good evening, Sister Favor. We have people watching from here. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. It's my first video here on YouTube. It's so wow. I wasn't expecting this much, but thank you so much for joining. Hello, MYK, darling. I see you here. Thank you so much for joining me. So I don't want to waste anybody's time. Let's just go directly to the main thing. Now, if you're watching for the first time, you will be asking, what's today's topic? Yeah. It's about pain during menstruation. You know, a lot of women feel pain during menstruation. They're like, oh, is this normal? Am I having problem? And a lot of people feel this pain and they're like, okay, I'm not getting pregnant. Why is this thing happening? Yes, pain during menstruation can be normal, but at the same time, it can be a cause for alarm, which means you really want to get ready. There might be a problem. All right. Now, tell you what, okay? Having pain during menstruation for some women, like I said before, it's normal, but it's classified as what they call as dysmenorrhea. Now, dysmenorrhea is of two types. You have the primary and you have the secondary. The primary is the no, is the normal one that you feel, that's women who feel it every month, who feel this menstrual pain every month. It's the normal one that you feel. But if you're not feeling menstrual pain before and suddenly, boom, out of nowhere, you start feeling this pain, then it's classified as a secondary dysmenorrhea. All right. But having said this, dysmenorrhea, the primary one, is normal in the sense that you feel this menstrual pain before or during your menstruation. It's just one hormone that's putting pressure on you releasing those uterine lining, those blood that you shed. Okay, they are just hormone releasing pressure on it. So it's nothing to worry about. As long as you have maybe menstrual problem with your family before, maybe you have it in the family, or maybe you also have it, maybe one of your auntie have it, or a genetic or something, it's not a cause for alarm. It's just normal for you to feel the pain. But if you are not feeling this pain before and suddenly this pain just boom from nowhere, it starts coming. You're not, the thing just starts coming 1 month. You thought, okay, maybe it's what I eat, is not doing well. What happened? The second month, again, the same pain. You go to the hospital, they tell you, there is nothing wrong with you, just go home and relax. But every day, the time the menstrual cycle will come out like this, you're in trouble. Some people even pray that their menstruation don't come out because of the pain, or they will end up either in the hospital, or they will end up leaving their job, or feel, even some people will be in their job post, but the pains there, they are just unbearable. Now, there are some things that can cause it. These things are not normal. They are not just normal, something that just boom from nowhere. No, they are not normal. There are some things that can cause it. And if you're that type that don't go to the hospital to check exactly in the sense that to check your hormones. It's not only by you going for scan, because a lot of women, especially African women, they'll tell you, I went to the hospital. What else did you run? I did scan. Scan would not find out these things I'm about to mention. The scan would not find it out. If you don't run a hormone profile test for them to check your blood very well, you will never know. Because all these things, all these hormones we're talking about, all this pain during menstruation, they are your hormone working. Your menstruation is like a machine. Your hormone is like the oil you put in it, or your fuel you put in your generator or your car. It's like you fueling it. If the hormone has problem, then the machine or the engine has problem. That's how this thing works. All right. So if you're having this pain, there are certain things that can cause it. One is fibroid. Now, when I talk about fibroid, all right, fibroid, that's uterine fibroid. I know some people say, okay, it's either uterine fibroid or myoma or whatever you call it. But fibroid can actually cause you to have this pain. Why? Because there are these tumor that puts pressure on your womb. The reason why they feel that pain every month, I'm so sorry if I have to use pidgin. I'm not, some people don't understand this pidgin here, but sorry, I have to let some people understand. The reason why you feel that pain every month is because something is putting weight on it. That fibroid you have in you, and you think, okay, it's not a problem. And since it's non-cancerous, since it's not killing, it's something I can sleep with. That fibroid you have in you can continue to grow and grow bigger, especially if you're not watching what you're eating. If you're not watching what you feed it on. If you're the type that continue to eat the same thing you always eat, it can continue to grow and even grow to the size of a baby. Now, I'll tell you one thing about fibroid. It's not even only about you going to operate it, because operating it would not solve the issue. Operating it would not give you the answer. One thing about, see, fibroid grows when your hormones are imbalanced. Know that. You can go for scan and they will tell you you have fibroids. If you don't go for hormone imbalance, you will never know. Your fibroids start growing when your hormones become imbalanced. And when you're feeding your hormone the wrong thing, which means you continue to eat fatty food, things that contain cholesterol, things that contain carbohydrate, when you are not eating enough balanced diet, which is eating 15 different portions of fruits and vegetables per day. If you're not eating these things to help you boost your immune, to help you balance your hormone, tell you what, everything will continue to scatter. So the more the fibroid grows, the more the pains you get, the more the pressure you get. If you're not watching it and you're eating, fibroid can, within 1 month, 2 months, it can grow from 3 to 6 centimeters. The thing will fly. All right? So the next thing that can cause you to have that kind of intense pain is what they call endometriosis. Now, what is endometriosis? A lot of people would ask me, what is endometriosis? Endometriosis, they are the cells that are supposed to grow inside your womb. Now, that cell is not supposed to grow outside or anywhere around your body. But if that cell leave the womb, which means it come out for where it's supposed to be, they come out, waka go another place, go they grow. That is what they call endometriosis. And endometriosis can be painful. It can be really painful. Because there are things that are supposed to be let's say, for example, the womb is supposed to be warm always, right? Now, something that is supposed to be in a warm place, can carry itself, waka comot, can go grow for maybe in a place where the menstrual flow is supposed to pass through. You know, when you're menstruating, it's like you shedding an egg. Everything has to go from one portion to another, which means the thing will open. The pressure will come outside. Something like white, egg white, it will carry itself comot. The other ones could start to be flow out. Now, if that thing supposed flow out, not can flow out, there's something can go grow, they block am. The kind of pains you feel, it's like you giving birth. It go be like say you dey labor, they actually dey push. Some people, before their blood, before they go see am, they go need to really push their self. You will go to the toilet continually, you continue feel as if you're peeing every time now you urine. You're going, you're urinating. You're going, you're urinating with pains. That also can cause you to have pains. Endometriosis is not something that is common in our African places. If you even go to the hospital, some will tell you, it's just a normal menstrual pain. It's just a normal PMS. PMS is something that happens when maybe days before you see your menstruation, and when the menstruation starts coming out, you feel the pain is gone. The minute the blood open, the minute the lining open, the pain is gone. But endometriosis is something that pains you throughout. If you are menstruating for 5 days, throughout the 5 days, women who have endometriosis tend to have hot womb, which means their belly could be hot. The minute they finish their menstruation like this, their stomach will start getting hot. Or maybe they finish their menstruation when they are ovulating because that cervical mucus is coming outside and everything is getting cool. When they are ovulating, no problem. But the minute they finish their ovulation, boom, there goes the hotness again. Real good hotness. Endometriosis can be the cause. And to find out if you have it, you need to go to a very good hospital. This will not be general hospital matter. This isn't a general hospital matter. Because if you're trying to get pregnant, you need to find out the source of you not getting pregnant. Not looking for things to boost. Because sometimes we jump exactly what we are supposed to treat to go and look for the miracle source. And you know, say, as you jump, the more you come back to level 0. Every time you jump, you come back to level 0. You need to go to a very good hospital to search it out. If you are having that pain, you need to go and check it out. It could be endometriosis. Now, another thing that can cause you to have painful menstruation is what they call adenomyosis. It's another type. It's not endometriosis, so it's another one entirely. This one, it happens when the uterine lining that is supposed to grow inside the uterus grow outside. It's a very painful something. It be like a womb where it's supposed to stay inside, can't go stay outside. It's not a funny something when you have adenomyosis. It's not something you take lightly. When people have this, I always tell them one thing. Go for your hormones first. Try to balance your hormone because whatever is happening in you, it starts from your hormones. Your hormones have started getting rough before it happens that way. Some people own has become so bad that they tell you, some doctors will tell you, madam, I don't know what to do again though. See, let me tell you one thing. With all these things I mentioned, if you don't take care of them before you go for anything called IVF, because some doctors might prescribe to you, say, okay, go for IVF. The IVF would even fail. The IVF would not be successful. That is how bad this thing is. For something that is supposed to grow inside, some people, they'll say, okay, go for surgery. But still yet you go for surgery. This thing still will grow. And see, let me tell you one thing about all this endometriosis and adenomyosis. See, let me tell you one thing about them. For people who have had experience of ectopic pregnancy before, it's very easy for you to have it. What happens when you have ectopic pregnancy? Your hormones start becoming imbalanced. When your hormones become imbalanced, there are chances for you to have ectopic pregnancies, which means your pregnancy grow outside the womb. Women who their pregnancy grow outside the womb always tend to have a blocked tube. They'll tell you that tube is over. That's why I always preach hormone, balance your hormone, balance your hormone, balance your hormone. Now, another thing that can cause you to have painful menstruation is pelvic inflammatory disease, PID. PID is not a funny something. It's not something you take as, okay, it's just an infection. What can I use in curing infection? PID is not just an infection. It's something that can even go through to your womb. See, this infection, all right, they are like living organism, things that you cannot see, but they are alive. And you know what their food is? To attack your ovaries. Your ovaries, they are where your eggs are. That is what their food are. PID can block your tube. Why? Because if they crawl there, if you think, okay, maybe this infection, this PID you had would have not been chronic. The minute you find out it would just be as normal, maybe as a small thing, that's okay, they found just little. Instead of you to cure it, you say, I don't get money, or I don't have money. You go and put it under your pillow. Every 5 minutes you leave, this thing multiplies, it builds. If you use a very good microscope to look at it, you go fear your life. And as they are building, they are crawling themselves in. They are going in. They are going, trying to attack your ovaries. They are faster than a car. And the minute they leave there, remember they are alive. They stay there and settle. They block your tube. You are trying to menstruate. Your blood has to fight its way, push itself through those things for them to come out from your body. Imagine the pain you go through. Imagine the pain you go through. If you have pelvic inflammatory disease or you've had experience of it before, the minute you start having menstruation pain, very intense like this, go for a checkup and get it treated. Go to the hospital and get a very good antibiotic. Do not just leave it there to stay and multiply. Do not leave it to stay and multiply because it will get worse. It will totally get worse. All right. Now, another thing that can cause you to have painful menstruation, because after saying all this, I'll be explaining some few things you guys can use, home remedy that you can use to help you when you have painful menstruation. All right. Now, another thing that can cause you to have painful menstruation. Good evening, Sister Favor. She cut me here. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Please, if you are just joining for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, please subscribe. It's very important. I'll be going live here once in a while. All right, so please do subscribe. Thank you so much. Another thing that can cause you to have painful menstruation is this one they call cervical stenosis. Now, this one is actually about people who have this small, narrow, how would I call it? What they call it? A small, narrow cervix. You know that place where the blood. Now, that place where the blood passed through, all right? Some people have a small one, which means it's very small. Normally, when you're about to menstruate, your cervix, they open and they come down. They become soft, all right? That's after menstruation and ovulation. But some people own are very narrow. They are tiny. The blood has to force its way out. I don't know how many people have gone to the hospital and they tell them, yeah, it happens. That your cervix can be very small, causing you to have painful menstruation. All right? Now, tell you what, if you have a very small cervix, there are things that you can do that can help you, which is exercising. That one can help you. There's some position of exercise you can do. If you follow me on my Facebook page, I'll try to post about the exercise you can do that would help you. All right? But it also depends on how small it is. If it's very, very tiny, your doctor can tell you to go for an operation, which means a procedure to help you open, to help you open the cervix, all right, which is very important because if that cervix is tiny, sometimes sperm cannot even pass through. If you've gone to that normal olden days massage, they'll tell you there's no way for sperm to pass through. The sperm cannot pass through. Why? Because the womb is too small. I don't know how many people have heard of that, but they'll tell you the womb is too small, so that's why the sperm cannot pass through. Okay, so having that can cause you not to get pregnant on time or can cause you to have pains. Okay, someone says, sis, I'm having painful menstruation. Okay, all right. I'm having painful menstruation right from the first day I started seeing my menses. What can I do for the pain relief? Because I have been taking ibuprofen for months. Okay, now, like I said from the onset, that your menstruation can be painful for some people. They call it primary dysmenorrhea. Now, tell you what, it's normal for you to feel that pain because of that hormone that puts pressure, all right, on the lining when it's opening. It's normal. But one thing you can do to help yourself is this. Try to balance your hormone so it would help you. Another thing is eat more of fruits and vegetables. It would also help you. More of fruits and vegetables. Do exercise regularly. Some people, the reason why they feel pain is because they don't do exercise. They don't move around. You know, in our African places, it's a home, car, office, home, car, office. We don't do exercise. You know, sometimes I see a lot of people go to the gym and say they are doing exercise, but they are posting. You're there doing your posting and your photograph. That isn't you working out. For people who have this kind of pains, you have to do exercise. It helps. I'm telling you, it does help you to relieve those muscles. You know, sometimes the muscles become tightened. The muscle, they go tight. That vein, they go come tight. Because you even sit down one place. Some people just sit down and they are working at the office. Office, car, home. Office, car, home. Putting your spine on one place like this, sit down. It's not helping you. It will just make the matter worse. And you're not even helping yourself by eating more fruit and vegetables. You're not helping yourself by taking more water. See, let me tell you one thing. One thing about human female body, the reproductive system and all. It is what you eat that works with them. Oh. It is what you eat. See, let me explain something to you. Let me give you this example. Your reproductive system is your car. The reproductive system itself is the car. The oil that you put inside the car of an engine, that oil is your hormones. That oil is the fuel you give the hormones. Now, the hormones itself, the main hormones, so they call the mama hormone. Now, the engine of the car. The oil you put inside is the fuel you give your hormones. The fuel you put inside your car, that one are the water where you they drink every day. Now tell me one thing. If you not on they eat the right things to help fuel your hormone, to help keep your eggs intact, why so many things no go damage? If you don't give your car the original oil, engine oil where it's supposed to take, the engine go damage. That's how your body works. Anything that has to do with uterus, ovaries, tubes, these things now your hormone that they work with. And waiting you they fuel your hormone now waiting they come into your mouth. If you are not eating right, don't expect your body to be okay. Because a lot of people think, okay, I want to balance my hormone. I want to balance my hormone. Let me take this recipe. Let me take that recipe. And they think only that one recipe would help them. It doesn't work like that. Because now every day, as much as you are alive, that your hormones are getting balanced. Every single day. As long as you want to keep yourself healthy, as long as you want to keep yourself free from different kind of sickness, it has to do with your hormones. One fall wrong, others go misplaced. You use your hand, damage one, either your tubes or your uterus, or you get ovary problem. Tell you what, the other ones go fall out of place too. They go follow and fall for ground. All right. So if you have this primary dysmenorrhea, which means a normal menstruation pain that you've been feeling every day, you are born with it. From the first day you've started menstruating, you are feeling that pain. If you have it, cut off sugar. Sugar content, cut them off. Because the more sugar you drink, the more pains you get. Cut it off entirely. Run from it. Drink more of water during the day. Because it would help you. If you follow this procedure I'm telling you, if you follow it this month, if your menstruation has not come out, you will definitely see the difference. You will see the difference. Drink more of water. Eat more of fruit and vegetables. If you can afford Juice Plus, get Juice Plus capsules. Because that's one, the reason why I guarantee it on people is that it contains 15 different portions of fruits and vegetables per day. 15 different portions of fruits. I'm going to show you guys now very soon. 15 different portions of vegetable. 15 different portions of berries. And these 15 different portions, they are the amount we can never eat as a human. Even me talking to you, I can never eat it. A goat self wey be animal can never eat that amount. Except you don't want to sit down and just be eating every fruit and vegetable that comes at your front. And that is why I always tell people to go for this. Using this would help you bridge the gap. If you take and finish, you eat, you not eat, nothing still they happen. You still there, they bridge the gap. You know, a lot of people, it's not because they cannot cook it. It's not because they cannot afford to buy the vegetables. It's not because they don't want to, but they don't have time. And that time when you no get, it's still they kill the egg. That time, that office job you are doing, is still destroying your ovaries. Pregnancy, it will still not come. So do that, all right? Take the vegetables, bridge it up. Now, another thing you want to reduce is the intake of your butter and the intake of your frying oil. A lot of people like frying oil, our African brothers and sisters. Kai, when I see some people do stew like this, heart attack go home me. I say, why some people not go die of liver malfunction and everything? Why would people die of cholesterol problem? When your vegetable oil is this, and your tomato is this, the pepper itself, the pepper pass the tomato. Why would you have those kind of problems? Limit the intake of your frying oil. Even if you are eating that frying oil, let it just be little. Make it just be small for pot. Now so they take manufacture frying oil. They not do frying oil, say, make we pour am, put for pot, make we take and they fry stew. They say if you pour am like that, make you take and fry meat, then comot the meat, clean am, make you can't eat am. But they not say make we take and do half bottle, half this thing, because now half liter, some people they use the take fry stew. Rather get an extra virgin olive oil. No go use Goya oil of baptism, because some people will go buy a Goya oil of baptism. No, do not use Goya oil of baptism. Use extra virgin olive oil. A little drop of extra virgin olive oil in the pot is enough for you. Because when I say extra virgin now, some people will still go and pour that extra virgin half liter to fry their stew. Say, Chebi, she say it's healthy. And let's kukuma pour it. It's healthy because we are following. No, not like that. You just need a drop in your pot. Switch your butter, your frying oil, to your extra virgin olive oil or even avocado oil. Switch your cow milk. Some people, they drink that, all of them. Although sugar milk, that isn't milk. Go for the liquid one. If you cannot make a liquid one, do one by yourself for house. Get almond seed. It's everywhere. Buy almond seed. Soak it 24 hours, maximum 48 hours. Cover am for there, you go soak. When you soak it, filter it up. All right? You blend it and then you sieve it up with water and that cheesecloth. You get your milk. See, sometimes you don't need to use in a head though. When something is not working for you at the right sense, switch it. Switch your game. Even players, they do it. They say if something not they work, then they change them. If you've been trying to eat one food, it's not working, switch it. So many of my people that come to me and say, Madam, I have this problem. And I tell them, okay, do this. Take smoothies in the morning. Eat more healthy. Before you know, I cannot feel any pain. I'm not feeling any pain. Why? Because you're eating healthy. Now, for people who have those endometriosis and all those stuff, these are the things I can tell you that would help you. Now, tell you what, these things are things that are supposed to be on your kitchen cabinet. You see, these spices are things, all these spices I continue to mention on my videos, they are things that are supposed to be on your kitchen cabinet because they are your food. Your food is your medicine. Your food that you put in your mouth, it should be your medicine of every day. No, they depend on synthetic because synthetic will come, it go do your own. And then before you know it, the minute you stop, it say follow it, do it in. It follow and walk out of this thing, it stop your work. If you don't eat your medicine as your food, your problem will never be solved. Your problem will never be solved. Now, one thing you want to get is, you need to get maca powder. Very good. All right. Very, very good. You need to get turmeric powder. Good. Anti-inflammatory. Very good. It would help you. Add it. You need to get, what's this other name? Pardon me. Red clover tea. add it. It would help you. That red clover tea, I always tell women to take it before their menstruation. If you're feeling that kind of menstrual pain, take it before your menstruation and it would help. You just sip it like tea. It's just a tea. All these things are leaf. Red clover self na leaf. Na leaf. Even you doing ordinary ginger tea, it would help you. Ginger, fresh ginger that they sell in the market. Aboki malam they sell them. Fresh one. You get it and then you boil it as tea. Some people will say, I dey drink tea in the morning, no, but when you check out that tea, na Milo and milk. That isn't the right thing for you to be taking in the morning. That isn't it. It shouldn't be your breakfast. If you're not using smoothie, then take something more healthy. Something more healthy. You know, see this skin where God give us as black people, so now skin where no they old. Skin where no they old. And why? Why they quit they old? Because we know they chop right. Because we don't do the right things. We they mix the things up, jam pack. Anything will come our way now with the chop. Our body, it's supposed to be something that you take care of. It's supposed to be something that you monitor. Everything when they come inside your mouth, you go mind that this thing good for me or it's not good for me. It's good for me or it's not good for me. You're supposed to be cautious. As you dey cautious of your skin where it's supposed to shine, be cautious of the internal one. If you have PID that causes blocked tube, go to the hospital for a very good antibiotic. Because this one not be by using anything that comes your way. Now, by the time you finish the antibiotic, you can go on using ginger water. Garlic water. Garlic water, why? Because garlic helps fight infection. It has properties that help you fight infection. Put fresh garlic inside a pot, boil am for water. When you don't boil am for like 5 minutes, bring am make it cool down. Pour the water out and just drink. You don't need to insert any garlic inside your body. You see, that is the thing that kills me more. A lot of people think taking care of yourself has to do with you going to school or studying medicine or you becoming a doctor. No. I hear rumors of women inserting garlic inside their vagina on the name of treating themselves. Self-treatment. Infection is not something you self-treat. When you tell them, I didn't know. How you not they know? Inside your vagina not be something where they insert something on. Including the madam, I had a PID. I did not have money to go to the hospital and buy antibiotic, and then I use a yoni pill. Yoni what? Your vagina is not something you insert anything inside. Because you go make it worse. Infection would not come outside. All right? It will not come outside by you inserting something in your vagina for 3 days. In fact, you give her more room. You make the place more conducive. Making her start to use her brain, women. Start using your head. Why? Fertility problem don't used to be our African issue. Make I bring my voice down while they talk this thing. You see, Africans, we know they get problem for born, no. We they born anyhow. But making her reason some kind things. Say now where some kind things don't come outside, where women they try all in the name of infertility or all in the name of hasting up to get pregnant. Now, it can make the matter worse. It can make the matter worse. Women know they get belly as they supposed to get belly again. Woman never reach 20 years, 30 years. They already start having problem for menstruation. A woman has not turned to 50 years and they already say she's on menopause. Medically, a menopause is supposed to start at 50. But African women, their own are starting at 30s. When you have a problem, relax. Find a solution, but do not go on things that will make it worse. Think with your head. You don't need a doctor to tell you. Think with your brain. This thing I want you for my body for 3 days, is it done? Is it done? Is it something I can insert? Ask yourself. Something that you cannot translate on Google. Something that you don't know the meaning. you go carry and go chook for body. When you have PID, go to the hospital for a very good antibiotic. After doing that, use the garlic water. After doing that, balance your hormones so that PID would not repeat itself. Because it can repeat itself. It's the same thing that people who have candida infection and other kind of infection, staphylococcus, the same thing that they are battling till date. You continue to treat reoccurring of infection. Some people will say, Abi, is it because I am going to this my friend toilet? I will not go to their house again. You will not go to their house again, but the infection is still coming. Is it because I am sitting down and peeing in the public toilet? I will not pee there again. You're not peeing there again, but the infection is still coming. Is it because of this my husband? This my guy. He be like, say, give me infection. No, I'm not going to meet him again. You're not the meet him, but the infection is still coming. After doing any form of procedure, you need to balance your hormone. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in, Johnny from London. That's my namesake. Welcome, Joy. Thank you so much for joining. Please, if you're just joining newly, please don't forget to subscribe on this our little channel that we are trying to build. All right. Thank you so much. Now, where am I going to get it? Okay, now if you're trying to get these babies, I call them my babies. All right, they are my babies. I love them because they help a lot. Okay, with me taking this, as stressful as my day can be, I have a very stressful day. I have kids, I have my family, I have my personal job. You understand? And this one I always do to come live and teach women. It's all this stress joined together, and sometimes my head is like, but tell you what, after taking this, I get this energy reviving. Now, it's not only about the energy. It's not only about the energy. Now, tell you, the minute you're using things that are good for your immune, your hair, everything, your skin would show. I don't use cream. I tell you guys every time, I don't use cream. I am someone who don't have that 5 minutes to stay in the bathroom and do a makeup and use cream. It's not that I don't have them, but when you have this kind of busy schedule and busy life, you tend to forget that cream and that makeup at one side. How many of you can actually come out from your house without using cream after shower? A lot of people, the minute they come out, they have this dry skin, very white, that it's like they just come down from Mount Zion. So using this would help. Me taking this, I just have my 15 portions of vegetable, very beautiful. If you don't want to take the capsules, I know a lot of people don't like capsules. Even me, I don't like capsules. I'm not that capsule kind of person. But I do open it, okay? I'll just open it and pour it inside a cup of water. And that is it. I'll just pour them, the 3 of them, inside a cup of water. The one I showed before is the vegetable. And this is you having 15 different portions of vegetables. If you don't want to eat them after, you don't worry. You don't need them, okay? If you don't have time to cook, bachelors, a lot of men, bachelors, are suffering from sperm problem. Why? Because of what they eat. Because they don't have that hormone that would help them boost their testosterone. You know, one thing about, I am not supposed to go to this part of the topic, but let me just go there a little bit. One thing about men having problem with their sperm, and some men don't know what to do. They use everything and it's not working, is because they miss that thing called hormone that they are supposed to balance. They just miss it, and rather they face on trying to boost the sperm. If you have a sperm problem, you want to go and check your hormone. You want to start with the testosterone. Because if you're not minding that testosterone and you're looking for something to boost the sperm or to make your penis stand to meet your wife, the testosterone can become weaker, and then they tell you, oh, there's no more sperm there. There's nothing we can do. Everything is gone. That's how important it is to balance your hormone. As a woman, if you're not balancing your hormone, apart from all these things I mentioned today, these things can affect your egg quality. The quality of a woman's egg matters when it comes to pregnancy. The egg can reject the sperm if it's not fully matured. Your hormones are the things that makes them matured. If you're not feeding yourself enough berries that you need to help you protect yourself from that oxidative stress, that daily stress you go through, work, cleaning, some people have kids already and they just want to get another one. And then there's this stress of work, cleaning, and all this together, and everything's just jam packing. It can affect your egg. So having this, one from this daily, one from this, would help you protect your egg quality. As you are going through the stress, so your eggs, they intact. Your eggs are the things that makes your baby. Your eggs can refuse the sperm of your husband, even if you have gotten pregnant for him before. Even if you've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children for him before. Your eggs can reject his sperm. His sperm might be intact, but your own egg quality might be low. Egg quality always affects women who are at close to 40s or 40s already because of menopausal symptoms. Having this, you are good to go. This is mine. You can get yours. Now, this one is the fruit. Inside this little red babies, I love to call them babies. I love to call them babies because, see, let me show you something. Ever since I started taking this thing, it's been 1 year I've been keeping my hair. And your hormones have to do with your skin, your nails, your hair. It's been 1 year and I've had this long hair. Sorry, pardon me. Okay, and this is a 1-year hair. I am someone who don't used to have hair because I'm always stressed, job and everything, and my hair always break. Okay, they don't grow. But it's been 1 year because I had to cut my hair. So I know exactly how it is. A lot of people will call me, Madam, even my hair, I've noticed changes. Okay, let me to start my own hair. So I cut my own, and it's been 1 year. 1 year. And you look at. You have no idea what it is giving your body what they want. Giving your body what they want. A lot of people use these capsules and they tell me, Madam, when I used it, I got pregnant and then I stopped and now I'm trying to get pregnant again. Anybody who have given birth before and you're trying to get pregnant now, balance your hormone. Especially women who have breastfeed before, balance your hormone. It's important. It's important. If you want to get this, my rainbow babies, just plus capsules, but they are my rainbow babies. I call them rainbow babies. If you want to get them, you can send me a message on my number. I'm going to call my number out. Send me a message. If you're around those Europe countries, I can send you the link where you just get it. You order for yourself. It's not a problem. All right. My number is +39. Okay. +39 32 73 11 6994. +39 32 73 11 6994. That's my number. Okay. So if you want them, you can send me a message, a quick message, and then I'll give you a reply. So I hope I've been able to just touch 1 or 2 things about this menstrual pain for you guys today. I know some people just got here. So sorry if you just got here, but please, you can definitely rewatch the video again. We'll be calling it a day. If you're just joining in, please do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, all right? Thank you very much for subscribing. And also, please don't forget to share the video to your friends who you think would have a problem or who would need help with this. This can actually help them, all right? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. It's my first YouTube video, my first one ever live. I love this. In fact, I'm loving this. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and please don't forget to send me a message if you want those babies. I have been having complaints. Before I go, please, I've been having complaints of some people going to the back of my clients and trying to contact them. Please do not fall for any trick. Okay, if it's not me, listen, I am always available on WhatsApp, all right, because I tend to answer people there more. I know there are so many people who want my attention, but I always attend to them. They just send me a message on WhatsApp. Even if I did not reply you immediately, the minute I get to your message, I'll reply you or give you a reply. All right, that's more better. So you don't fall into the hands of tricksters. Please be very careful. Your money is important. So also as you trying to get things. Do not let someone scam you out of the fact that you are looking for a child, all right? Because I know a lot of people have been scammed from that. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening and hopefully to go live again soon on YouTube. I'll see if I can do this before the weekend. All right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and bye.